its back. Smoke was tall, with wide shoulders, heavily muscled arms, and lean-hipped. His wrists were huge, and his big hands were as powerful as they could be gentle. His hair was ash blonde, cut short, and his eyes were a cold, unforgiving brown that rarely showed any emotion except when with his wife and children. He wore 2 guns, the left-hand gun worn butt forward, the right-hand gun low and tied down. He was just as fast with one gun as he was with the other. Some said he was the fastest man with a gun who ever lived, but he never sought out or bragged that he was a gunfighter. He was just a man one did not push. He carried a long-bladed knife that he usually shaved with on the trail, or fought with, whichever was the most important at the time. He'd been raised among old mountain men, and some called him the last mountain man. His clothing was earth tones, his hat brown and flat-brimmed. A Winchester rifle was in the saddle boot. Leadville was behind him and the Gunnison River just a few hours ahead. He would make the small town just about dark. There was a hotel there, and there he would bed down for the night. He was in no hurry. He knew he would find the outlaws that had ridden into Big Rock and shot it up, killing and wounding innocent people. If their intentions had been to rob the bank, they had failed miserably. But they had left behind them a bloody Main Street and sorrow in the hearts of those who had to bury their dead and watch the suffering of those wounded by the indiscriminate bullets. The sheriff of Big Rock, Monty Carson, had been wounded during the bloody battle and could not lead the posse that went after the outlaws. It went after them, but finally had to return empty-handed. The man on the mean-eyed buckskin didn't need a posse, didn't want to be hampered by one. He knew the difference between right and wrong, and he sure as hell didn't need some fancy-talking lawyer to explain it. As far as he was concerned, lawyers should stick to writing wills and drawing up deeds and such. Keep their noses out of a man's private business. That was part of the problems facing the world today. Too damn many lawyers. He had kissed his wife goodbye, provisioned up and ridden out from their ranch in the high lonesome of northern Colorado. Alone. Nobody attacked Big Rock. Nobody. Not and got away with it. Smoke didn't believe in cowboys hooraying a town. People got hurt doing that. A gun was not a toy, and when a man grew up, he put boyhood behind him and accepted the responsibilities of being a man. Smoke had helped found Big Rock. His blood and sweat and time and effort were ingrained in the streets and buildings, and those outlaws had shot his wife. Nobody shot his wife. Ever. Not and lived to brag about it. One lawyer, straight from the east and new to Big Rock, had said the outlaws probably had a poor childhood, and that was what caused them to behave in such a barbarous manner. They really shouldn't be blamed for their actions. Smoke had slapped him down in the street, jerked him up by the seat of his breeches and his shirt collar, and dumped him in a horse trough. Preacher Morrow had tried to talk him out of tracking the outlaws. So had Dr. Colton Spaulding and some of the others in the town. "It's the 1880s, Smoke," Judge Proctor said. "You just can't take the law into your own hands anymore." The big man who stood by the big buckskin looked at the judge. Judge Proctor backed up, away from those terribly hard eyes. "I'll be back," Smoke said, then swung into the saddle. He swung down from the saddle in front of the livery stable in the small town by the Gunnison River and led the buckskin inside, stripping the saddle and bridle from him and stabling the animal. "Feed him good," he told the boy, who had appeared out of the gloom of the cavernous building. "Rub him down, give him a bag of grain." He looked at the boy. "You sleep in this place?" "Yes, sir. I got me a room back yonder." He pointed. The man looked familiar, but the boy just couldn't place him. He took the coin the man offered him. It was a silver dollar. "Don't you have a home, boy?"